This Christmas, choose food with the Board B Equality Mark for the highest standards, verified at every stage.
Hello and welcome to Limerick City, the location for my Christmas programmes this year. As usual, there's a lot to pack in because as well as meeting interesting people and going to interesting places, I've got some new recipes for you, including braised shoulder of lamb with Bulgar wheat and cinnamon swirl mince pies, sure to become a regular item at Christmas. But first, I'm going to start with Saffron Orzo with mussels. Irish mussels are delicious this time of year, and I'm going to show you a lovely recipe using some orzo pasta. So you get the lovely mussels and you clean them. Now that's really important. So you remove any of the beard. If they do open, don't worry in the kitchen. Just tap them like that, and if they close, then they're lovely and fresh. We're going to start the process of this. Just heat our pot. So good drizzle of oil. One thing I love with mussels is leeks. So I've sliced 2 small leeks, also chopped some onion. You don't have to chop it too fine. So we're going to pop this into the pan. So we have some black peppercorns. So we have turmeric and some saffron. And the turmeric will give lovely flavour and lovely colour. Fresh bay leaves. When I'm using bay leaves, I love to just tear them. Pop that in there. And then some cherry tomatoes. I'm not even going to take them off the vine. I'm actually going to put them in like that. So you can see the way the turmeric has changed the colour of this. And of course, all those lovely cherry tomatoes will come off the vine anyway. Now, we're going to deglaze it with wine. So my tip on wine, if it's not good enough to drink, it's not good enough to cook with. And then we'll give this a stir. Now, we're going to pop in our mussels. I'm going to put in my stock, so that I've warmed up the stock just to speed up the process. And this is vegetable stock, so completely cover this. Give that another good stir. So now, lid goes on. And we're going to cook them. They take about 5-6 minutes. So very, very simple and cooks really quickly. So this is our orzo. Before I put this in, we're going to start now lovely layers. So we're going to put in some olive oil, 1 onion, finely chopped, and then we have 1 fresh red pepper. Chop it nice and small. I kind of don't want it any bigger than the pasta. So I'm going to put in 2 pieces of butter. So baby fennel, lovely in a soup. Chop this as fine as you can. Now, so scooping all that up. It's going to go in there. So I'm going to crush 2 cloves of garlic into this. I'm going to turn off my mussels. They're all opened up. So when they're opened up, they're cooked. So I'm going to use this stock for the pasta. So this is our lovely orzo. So it's a really, really lovely pasta. And then our lovely stock is going to go in here. So I like to use a sieve when I'm doing this. So just bring it up to the boil. Let it simmer. One thing I'm going to put in next now is the Nduja. So this is a lovely Italian kind of a spicy sausage paste, which is really good. So there's a bit of a kick, 2 large spoonfuls, and then give this a really good stir. You can see the way the colour is changing. So lid goes on. While that's on cooking, what I'm going to do is remove the mussels. Now they're hot. You know, chefs, we're used to touching hot things. You just literally remove those lovely little juicy. Look at that. They're so sweet and delicious. So this is the mussels. I've removed them from the shell, but I've kept some of them, so I have, because I want to garnish it. So you can see the way it's swelled up, and I want that lovely kind of soft consistency. Now, so I'm going to finish it with the creme fraiche here. Now, a couple of good pinches of salt. And then a herb I love to put into this is some fresh basil. And then the star of the show, the mussels that we've already cooked. So I want to keep the ones in the shell, so I'll just scoop these out. So they'll just take literally a couple of seconds just to warm through, just stir them through. So that's it, we're ready to serve up. Nice big bowl. Look at that lovely soft, wet. It's really, really moist, and those mussels. And I'm going to grate a little bit of lemon on top, just to finish it off. So just to decorate it, some of those lovely mussels, to kind of sit them up, and you can see them. Now, finish it with some fresh basil, so that gives lovely freshness. And of course, those mussels, when they're nice and sweet, and this is the perfect time of year, that lovely orzo pasta, which is lovely and creamy, and a little hit in that Nduja sausage. I really hope you give this recipe a go. The French Table is located just beside the River Shannon on Steamboat Quay. It's a very popular restaurant in the city, celebrating its 19th birthday this year, which in this business is a real achievement. Thomas, it's lovely to see you again. What are you going to cook for me today?
Thanks very much for coming, Neven. Today we have a beautiful goose from County Laois that we're going to pan-fried, and we're going to serve with some beautiful spätzle and some chestnuts and we confit the wings also. So we're going to work on that straight away.
And this is the breast you've done. You've scored it with a sharp knife.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
fantastic.
So, well, first we're going to season it.
Okay.
I don't put any pepper because I don't think it's necessary, you know. It's only going to burn so into our pan. And as you can see, straight away...
Begins to render. So the pan was no oil in the pan. It was nice
Not
and hot.
at all, not at
Lovely.
all.
So that's your goose on. So what's the next thing you're going to do?
So the next thing we're going to do the Spätzle. I'm from Strasbourg.
Okay.
So half German, half French. So we eat those little dumplings that's called Spätzle. So it's basically a crepe batter who's a little bit thicker that we're going to poach, and then we're going to fry in that beautiful goose fat.
Gorgeous.
We have about 300 grams of flour. We have about 250 ml of milk, but I'm not going to put it all because I want to look at the consistency of my batter.
Okay.
Then I'm going to take 2 eggs.
And that's just vegetable oil, is it?
Vegetable oil, a little bit of seasoning. And we're going to go with our whisk.
Yeah.
And we get it going. So here we go, Neven. I think we are happy with the consistency of that batter, who's basically, it's like when you're making your pancakes, you know? It's just a lot thicker. We have our boiling water. We're going to work with our little Spätzle grater, who used to belong to my grandmother.
Really? This
Yeah,
here?
we're pouring that in. You can hold it for me if you don't mind. Now,
Okay.
here is the deal. We are grating away.
Yeah, you can see it dropping. So a gentle bubble of the water, is it?
That's
yeah.
it.
They really poach very quickly, don't they?
Here we go.
Yeah. Wow. Cold water?
Cold water to shock them.
Yeah.
So we'll go back to our goose there
Yeah.
and we'll have a look again and look at that.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just going to put it on the flesh side first because I want the meats to kind of get the shape.
And you've started your own patisserie business too.
We do make a substantial amount of pastry at night time at the French table. Things have kind of expanded to a second one, and then we are in Dublin in another shop. Pastry is on the side of what we do, you know. It's something that we are very proud of, but it's a very, very different side of the business, yeah.
Well done. So how is our goose coming along?
Goose is coming along very well. We're gonna get the chestnuts. We got some cooked one.
Yes, yeah.
So we're gonna put them in a pan, and we also will take the wings of the goose that I cut in about 4 or 5 pieces. Confit the legs for about 12 hours in the oven, in duck fat. So we're just gonna put that in. So we have all the elements in the pan. We are going to put that in the oven for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then we'll be ready to serve.
Great.
We've rested the breast of goose, and the wings are ready. Work on that.
Good sharp knife.
Yeah. Here we go. Our wings. No, so that's a stock that we made of the carcass of the goose. And that,
It's a real seasonal dish,
for
isn't
me,
it?
is seasonal, it's Christmas, it's festive, and it's delicious.
Really good. Look how tender that is. Looks great. It's really tender. It's a rich meat, isn't it? It's so beautiful flavour. The whole combination of everything, it's a real festive flavour. And different to turkey, obviously. You know, it's richer but beautiful, so it is.
Right, thanks very much, Neven. Glad you enjoy.
For me, Irish lamb is some of the best lamb in the world, and it's always so popular in the restaurant. I love the flavour of it, and I'm going to show you one of my favourite cuts. This is our quality assured shoulder of lamb. So if you go to your butcher, ask them to bone and roll it. So this is tied up, and they're the experts at tying it, boning it out. This cut here is about not far off 3 kgs, and that will happily feed at least 7 to 8 people, no problem at all. I'm going to show you a really interesting way of doing a little spice rub. So, talk you through the spices that we're using. Harissa, really, really lovely spice, North African, nice bit of kick of chilli. We have some cumin there. We have some paprika, not the smoked one, just the sweet one. And then we also have some coriander. So all your dry spices go in. Now we're going to do a couple of cloves of garlic. So just peel your garlic, and I'm going to crush this and put this into the bowl. Some rosemary, and rosemary works really well. If you don't have rosemary, fresh thyme too, it's beautiful, so it is. So I'm going to pick this off, I'm going to chop this. So a good sharp knife, and just chop this as fine as you can. Now, that's going to go into our lovely spices. And for a little bit of sweetness, we're going to put in some honey. You're probably thinking that's a bit unusual, but it works really well, because we're going to put the juice and zest of a lime into it. So grate in the lime. And then just put the juice in. And then we're going to put a little bit of oil. So roughly about a tablespoon or two of olive oil. We're going to put it onto a roasting tray, and I have some red onion, carrots. It's going to act as a trivet. So sit that on there. You can see it's a beautiful cut, and your butchers, they're the experts at this. The easiest way, I think, so with this spice rub is to just brush it on. Now, the lime in there, it's so beautiful. Salt and pepper. Lots of lovely salt. And then, this is really important, some water. You can use stock, I'm using water, just all around the tray. And this is going to kind of steam it, keep it nice and moist, succulent. So 2 kind of layers of tin foil, if you can see that, 2 sheets. Wrap this nice and tight. I have the oven preheated at 160. I'm going to pop this in. It's going to take about 2 hours, and I'll check it. So if you want it nice and pink, about 1 hour and 45 minutes, but 2 hours, it should be really lovely and melt in the mouth. Then after about the last 15 minutes, take the tin foil off so you get a lovely bit of colour. So I've taken the lamb out of the oven and I'm letting it rest. But to serve with that is some bulgur wheat I'm going to show you. So this is what bulgur wheat, this is what the raw one looks like. So all I did was just cook it in some boiling salted water for about maybe 10-12 minutes until it's just cooked. In the nice big pot, 1 red onion, which is really finely diced. To have the oil nice and hot. And into that then we're going to get lots of lovely kind of like dried cranberries. It's a perfect year, beautiful in the stuffing. I love dried cranberries. And these are some apricots which are diced. And just let them kind of cook away. Now in goes our bulgur wheat. So it's cold, so I'm going to warm this up. So give it a little mix there. I'm going to get some lovely fresh herbs, some basil and fresh parsley. Roll it all up and then rock it over and back. Just lift it up with your knife, slide it in and just give that a mix through. And then the last thing I'm going to put in is a little bit of lemon zest, so it's lovely and fragrant. Nice flavour, just gives lovely freshness to it. So just grate it in. And that's it. Doesn't that look beautiful? Yeah. So turn that off. We're going to serve that up. Yeah. So that's it ready there. I will place that at the centre of the table. Carve the lamb, give some carrots, a little bit of that light wilted greens, and then with that bulgur wheat, that roasted shoulder of lamb with that lovely spices. I really hope you enjoy this delicious recipe.
This Christmas, choose food with the Board B Equality Mark for the highest standards, verified at every stage. This Christmas, choose food with the Board B Equality Mark for the highest standards, verified at every stage.
This is Cahill's, apparently Limerick's oldest shop, established in 1870. Traditionally, it sold tobacco, which it still does today, but it specialises in teas. And I'm going to go in to have a seasonal tea tasting. Endler, it's lovely to meet you, and I know I'm here to taste some of your beautiful teas, but I'm really interested to know, what is snuff?
Snuff, Neven, is really what the shop is built on at all in the beginning. Snuff is a ground-up tobacco, the petiole of the leaf, and baked. And it really is what this shop did 155 years ago when it opened. It was a snuff factory. And what you do with snuff is you take a pinch of snuff. Years ago, you'd say, God bless the holy souls, and it's great to clear your head.
Okay.
But it is a tobacco product, so you have to consider that, yeah.
Now, you're famous for your tea. Listen, you have an amazing selection. You could be here all day tasting them. Tell me about, first of all, you're very famous. Is it the Limerick tea, isn't it? Well,
the Limerick breakfast, this one.
This one here.
Take
Okay.
a smell of that there.
Yeah.
That's, I suppose, my own blend. It's like an Irish breakfast tea, which is a full-bodied, good flavoured tea, but this one has an extra little zing, and it's a lovely tea. You can taste it now.
Okay.
Tell me what you think.
So when you're making tea, how long do you infuse it for?
Scald your pot first.
Okay.
Very important.
Yeah, thank you.
And then put your 2 spoons, good teaspoons of tea,
Yeah.
to a pint of water, but a minimum of 5 minutes.
Do we still drink as much tea in Ireland?
We drink a phenomenal amount of tea in Ireland. We are the 2nd biggest tea consumers in the world.
Really?
Alongside Turkey. We drink, per capita, 7 cups of tea every day.
It's delicious.
Well, it's...
Rich and it's just beautiful. Yeah.
It is.
Christmas time, do people like kind of like spiced teas, or how does it work with your
Well,
customers?
tea for Christmas is, I suppose, always very traditional, with cinnamon, orange, all the flavours that you associate with Christmas. They all match very nicely with tea, and some of them actually come as tisans. This one
here?
has no tea at all in it.
Okay.
That's just a fruit tissan. You know, when you make it, it brings a beautiful Christmassy smell into the house.
Just warming, soothing, it's just beautiful. Next one, what's this?
The next one now is another Christmas. This is Stollen. This is actually a German blend. It's cinnamon, but now this has tea.
I can
black
see that.
tea, and almond, and then you get that flavour.
Like, how many different teas now do you have available here?
I think we've 154 at the moment.
That's beautiful. That's my favourite so far.
It's very almond.
Oh,
yeah.
I like that flavour though. Now, last one.
The last one. This is a wakame.
No.
And that is a green tea with lemon, mint, and wakame seaweed. And
Lovely and citrusy with the lemon.
It's very good for your digestion.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
Yes. We have teas to suit all seasons. But Christmas, I think, is a time especially that people, you know, a piece of nice Christmas cake and a nice cup of tea, very nice. The important thing is that they make a pot of tea, sit down, relax, and enjoy it. That's the big thing with tea.
Eleanor, thank you so much. This
Well,
has been
you're
absolutely
very
beautiful.
welcome. Thank you very much for coming, and happy Christmas to you.
During my time in Limerick, I'm very lucky to be staying at number 1 Perry Square, a small hotel full of character in the centre of the city. It's owned and managed by Patricia Roberts, who has invited me to have afternoon tea in the hotel's drawing room. Patricia, I can't believe it's nearly 10 years since I've been here, and first of all, congratulations on your Michelin key. What an amazing success.
Oh, thank you, Neven. Yes, we're so happy, so delighted to have the Michelin key back for 2nd year in a row.
It's got a lot of history, this building, hasn't it?
It does indeed. Georgian building, 1838 approximately. We reckon the building was finished. It has had many owners over the years. The previous owners to who we purchased it from was Onoiga Youth Hostel, and prior to that, a parish priest's home, and prior to that, the home of Lord Barrington of Limerick. So it has many colourful owners over the years.
And when I was coming in, I saw you have the spa too.
Oh yes, the spa. The spa is a real hideaway. The spa is housed in the original vaults downstairs at level -1. So it's a real getaway. You know, it has all the original stonework and brickwork down there, and a very natural environment. But I think it exceeds a lot of our guests' expectations because, you know, it's so tucked away, even though we're right here in the heart of quite a vibrant city.
Patricia, what about the food scene here in Limerick? What is it like at the moment?
We are on the doorstep to the Golden Vale, where we have a huge selection of producers. Cullback Farm, we get proper hen's eggs delivered twice a week.
I love that word, proper.
Yeah, proper. Well, you know, our guests do notice the colour of that yolk. And so, it's, as I said, it all starts with the producers, as you know, and we're very lucky to have an abundance of them here in Limerick. A good larder, which enables us as a business to deliver what we want, which is local produce. You know, when people come to Limerick, they come for Limerick food. They want to taste Limerick food.
Talking about afternoon tea, like this is an amazing selection here.
We keep it classic. It has our own little touches to it. One of those being the Pigtown sausage roll.
This
which
here?
is, yes, indeed, yeah. A nice savoury touch, yes.
Would this be your festive now, you know, for Christmas
Yes,
offering?
indeed. This is our festive tea that we've just created. We change it up every year.
So
to
kind of going
enjoy.
through all this, so you have your lovely sausage
Yes, so
roll.
we have the sausage roll, we have our fruit scones there, our plain scones there. We
mince
have
pie,
some
I
mince
suppose.
pies. Yes, they're on the middle tier stand. We've a little take on the classic prawn cocktail, but it's prawn in a little cup
That's good.
in a phyllo pastry.
Excellent.
We have your roulade, your spinach and smoked salmon roulade. And because we have great eggs, we have a lovely traditional egg mayo and chive
Beautiful.
on our Guinness brown bread. And then up to the top tier, as you can see, lots of colour for the festive
Very.
for the festive period. We have your classic vanilla slice, pistachio and lime, and a little Christmas tree in the middle, which is meringue.
And did I hear this is something new on the menu this Christmas?
This is a new take on our afternoon tea.
Okay.
That a stuffed turkey Wellington with cranberry and pistachio and some lovely turkey meat, nicely stuffed. And yes, so that I believe will add a nice savoury touch.
That's lovely.
to-
A little bit of thyme and sea salt on top.
Absolutely, yes.
Patricia, thank you so much. It's lovely to be back here, and a very happy Christmas to you and your team. This recipe for cinnamon swirl mince pies is a really quick and easy recipe, and it was kindly given to me by my good friend Orla Broderick, who helps me with so many recipes. So thank you, Orla. So it's a cross between a cinnamon bun and a swirl, so it is, and then you have your mince pies. But this is the mince meat here. We like to make this in the restaurant a few months ahead, and what I like to do is to kind of jazz it up. We're going to grate in this, our lovely tangerine. Just use some of the zest, just use a little grater. That's going to give lovely colour and flavour. So I'm going to put a little bit of the juice into it. Just squeeze that in to give that a really nice mix. So now we're going to start assembling our lovely swirls using butter puff pastry. So it's ready rolled. What we're going to do is just literally spoon this, and then you can use a palette knife or even the back of the spoon, but you want to get a nice even layer. So a little bit of cinnamon. So just a little sprinkle. You can use mixed spice if you want to, but I think cinnamon is really nice, just over the fruits. And then we're going to roll this up. So just nice and tight, if you can see the technique. Just keep rolling it away from yourself. Now, bring that into the centre. We're going to top and tail it. Just remove the outer, just like that. And the same for this. And then we want to get about 12 of these. So kind of mark them with a knife there. Okay, so just cut them. And I just want to show you, we have that lovely kind of like spiral of the pastry, which is going to be lovely and light and buttery. We will egg wash them. I'm using some muffin tins, which I've just brushed with a little bit of butter. That's all. And then what I like to do is just put them and kind of press them down just with your fingers. So I like to give them a little glaze with some egg wash. So we have a beaten egg and a little bit of milk. Now I like to use the egg yolk because it's really nice and rich, and just a tiny wee dabble like that on top. I have the oven preheated at 180, and if you're finding that they're caramelising a little bit quickly, you can turn down the oven by 10 degrees. So that's them ready. They took nearly 20 minutes, 18 to 20 minutes roughly, and it depends on the size and the thickness that you cut them. They're beautiful and golden brown. Now, one thing I learned, if you leave them for about 10-15 minutes, they will stick. So just be careful taking these out to place them onto a cooling rack. And I'll just show you the bottom of them. They're lovely and caramelised to the air. Smells like Christmas, all those lovely spices. You have that lovely citrus too. Now, there we go. So just let them cool for a few minutes. I'm going to show you lovely frosting. So this is a vanilla frosting with a touch of lemon, but the cream cheese is from Cologne Farm in Wexford. They're great producers, and all the milk is from their own farm. They make beautiful yoghurt, but gorgeous cream cheese. Have that at room temperature. We're going to grate in some lemon. So just some lemon or orange, or you can use lime, you can experiment. Some vanilla extract. We're going to put in some sea salt. So this is another great Irish company, Achill Sea Salt. So a couple of pinches of that. And then we're going to sieve in our ice and sugar. Now, we beat it all. Started off on a low speed where you'll have ice and sugar all over the place. And then we're going to beat this. And then turn up the speed. You can see how light and fluffy it is. That will keep, so you can have that made a few days ahead, no problem at all. And I'm going to spoon these just in. So if I was to spoon this over our little rolls there, what would happen? It'd just melt, so would it. So it's really important to serve this and just let everyone help themselves. And then just bring over these and just arrange them to a nice little tower. And trust me, you'll get lots of people grabbing these. Fresh out of the oven, nothing beats them. They're beautiful and they're a lovely alternative to your traditional mince pies. I really hope you give this recipe a go. It's a lovely taste of Christmas. I've had a wonderful time in Limerick this year and I want to thank everyone involved and I want to wish you all a very happy Christmas.
This Christmas, choose food with the Board B Equality Mark for the highest standards, verified at every stage.